heart. I carry my heart in the back, right here. This is this is my heart. This is a computer. So there's a wire. This wire you see here. It's in my tummy. The bulge in my tummy. So the heart, the pump is here. So for about 6 months now, I've been living with an artificial heart.
You never know what someone is going through, right? I just wanted to make a remark on this video, quite a touching video. Epule Jeffrey is one of the most renowned actors in Cameroon, in Africa. He's left a mark on the Cameroon film industry and the African film industry in general. And for all these years, no one really understood what he was going through. And coming across this video, it really touched me so bad. So bad. But most importantly, I want us to go through a couple of things that he said and what moral lessons can we extract from his story, because he is a classic example of an overcomer. And as a Cameroonian, there is something you can learn from his story. And send him wishes, but most importantly, to have perspective about life.
A lot of things you don't go and you want to learn something and you want to or get knowledge and you go there knowing already. You have to assume you don't know.
One thing he just said, which is fascinating, when you want to learn, you don't come into that environment knowing. It will limit your ability to get the most out of that experience, out of that training. You come in empty. And these are timeless lessons that I have learned even through my associations and interaction with many great people. And shout out to Arrey Bate for taking the time to remember a great individual like this within our midst to bring this story to us. This is what it means to live in a community. Let's keep watching.
So you're able to learn. So I transmit that into, I call it humility. There's a form of humility that we lack and a lot of the younger generation in the industry lacks today, because there's a lot, they see a lot of things on social media, skits, trailers of movies, and other artists already doing well, but they do not understand that it comes with emptying yourself and assuming, at least, that you don't know and you want to learn.
Empty yourself. Because we are at that stage in our development that if we do not empty ourselves, regardless of whatever stage you find yourself in life, that you can get into an environment and empty everything that you have ever known your entire life because of a bigger picture, because of a dream that you want to achieve, whatever that is. And I think what he said is what is holding most Cameroonians down. And this is a word of encouragement for you. It is never too late for you to start all over again. Take advantage of opportunities. And when you find yourself in that environment, be humble, be empty. Be humble, be empty. Let's keep watching. But this video, oh my God, I wish we had 1 million Cameroonians thinking like this. We will be further than where we find ourselves right now. This is a spirit that should permeate the minds of every Cameroonian, regardless of where you find yourself, either home or abroad. That we come in humble and empty. And that is how we'll feed and pour into each other and be able to make significant progress within a very short period of time. Let's keep watching.
That's been part of how I operate most of the time.
That's a really good mindset. Yeah, I don't know how to process it. What's keeping you going?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a very God-fearing person. One.
He's God-fearing. Number one. And that is what struck a chord in my brain. He fears God. They will tell you, go into the war, do whatever you want. You must have the fear of God in order to do the things that you do in the world at a certain level that people admire. Keep listening.
I see good in every situation. I don't see negative. But as a human being, I react to situations sometimes. But bottom line is, I always want to see something good come out of something. So
See something good come out of anything, any circumstance, every situation. See good. See good. I'm saying this because we are on a 20 years mission to transform the entire economy of Cameroon. And you must see good. Some people see all the obstacles. And the questions that are being asked is, what are you going to do because the government is going to stand on your way? What are you going to do? Because if we are creating a road through this community, there are some dark forces that are going to stop us. See good in every situation. Don't see the evil. Do not see evil. Only see good. What will happen to you if this is how you really perceive the world? That you go around and all you see is good. And one thing that fascinates me about what he just said is, because this is something that is consistent with every successful individual that I have come across. They don't see the negative. Most individuals that are struggling in life, they always put the negative, prioritize the negative, amplify the negative, and not the positive. And I want to rewind that a little bit and you listen to what he just said. And that can change your life today for good. And that is what we draw out of the life of Epule Jeffrey. And this is inspiration for you, regardless of where you find yourself right now. See good. See the best. See yourself coming out of that situation. You might not hear it from the pulpit, or you might hear it from the pulpit, but the reality is, see good. Right now, his heart is in a bag and he's carrying it, but he's still speaking life. He's still saying believe. He's still saying, I want to see the world move forward. I want to see something good come out of anyone that I come across. And that is fascinating. Take a listen again.
I don't see negative. One, I see good in every situation. I don't see negative. But as a human being, I react to situations sometimes. But bottom line is, I always want to see something good come out of something. So
The Mentorship Club.
See good out of your family. See good out of your country. See good out of your region. See good. I mean, imagine what will happen when we start seeing something good out of our lives. I mean, we want to see all the mathematical equations, the graph, the economic graphs, and all of those things that can help us understand that we are actually making progress or delivering value. But the bottom line is, you have to approach life from the perspective of good and positivity. If you experience transformation, you can regurgitate information, store it in your memory, but if you will not see good, you will struggle to make progress. No matter how hard you try, no matter how intelligent you are, if you are not an optimistic human being, you will struggle to make progress in this life. And these are some of the key takeaways from this video. I encourage you to watch the entire video on YouTube. Go to Arrey Bate's platform. I don't know if that is the name, but I'll put a link. Go there, watch the entire video. It's quite inspiring. It will blow your mind.
For the digital marketing, anyone wants to learn the digital marketing, and I always say,
you run that?
Yeah. So I always say,
I'd be interested in digital marketing. You need to hook me up.
Imagine, listen, this is Epule Jeffrey. So Arrey Bate is interviewing him, and he's like, okay, this is what I do. I run a digital marketing company. And immediately, Epule Jeffrey said, I'm interested and I want to learn. He's water. And this is what I'm trying to get many Cameroonians to understand. You might have all these fancy plans going on in your life, but you see an opportunity for development, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to generate revenue, an opportunity to make an impact in the world. Immediately he said, I'm interested. Listen to that. And some of you watch these interviews, you think maybe it's just for fun. No, they are actually explaining how they find opportunities and they are able to create for themselves the kind of life that you desire, admire, and watch on YouTube or Facebook every day. And they are putting that before you so that you can grasp this. If you see an opportunity, you should understand what that means and be able to drop everything else and take advantage of that opportunity. Do you understand? Take a listen again.
Is want to see something good come out of something. So
the Mentorship Club for digital marketing. Anyone wants to learn digital marketing, and I always say,
you run that?
Yeah. So I always say,
I'd be interested in digital marketing. You need to hook me up.
Okay.
Yeah. For real.
Okay.
I love. I think one of the things why when I actually rounded off the first degree, what I was thinking, because why I didn't practice law, because deep down in me, I felt like I belonged more into communicating, selling, and stuff like that. So my initial, because my late father was a journalist. My brother is a journalist. One of my elder sisters is a journalist. So I used to admire them a lot. So and I was like, okay, if I had to do something for a living, that's why I used to do hosting, emceeing at some point, because I just, it was relatable to me. But now the world has translated itself into, if you want to sell, you don't have to go to support market and start screaming. You have to do. Yeah. So I think I'd be comfortable post acting life, something in digital marketing. And you.
So what is he doing right there? That is Epule Jeffrey selling himself and the host into this new opportunity that he has just heard about. He goes back into history and start breaking down his genealogy, what his parents or maybe what his father did and what his brother and his sister did, and just to sell himself and the host into why this opportunity is a good option right now. My sister used to be a journalist, and because of that, I feel like I'm in this space where I understand what is happening right now. People don't need to go around selling in a local market. Through digital marketing, you can be able to reach a wide variety of audience and sell your product. That is him selling himself into this new opportunity and selling the host as to why he is a good fit for this opportunity. And he is very humble, and I love this kind of conversation because it helps me understand how big thinkers think in a given situation and how they take advantage of opportunities. If you are watching this, and especially those in CSDP, I just want to let you know, this is how you take advantage of opportunity with everything inside of you. You sell yourself into this new opportunity. You sell the individuals that are working with you into this new opportunity. You sell the mentor into this new opportunity to let them know you are a good fit for this opportunity. That this is mind-blowing. These things happen in life every day. We just watch them and we think this interview is for fun. I don't watch this and say this interview and this is fun. No, I'm learning valuable life lessons from individuals that have gone on to make a name in the Cameroon film industry and the African film industry. Fascinating. Are you picking what I'm dropping on the ground? Let's keep watching.
See, like coincidence, and that's how I got into acting, because I was hosting somebody's event, and they, so, and now we're on your podcast, and you're talking about digital marketing.
Yeah,
I'll probably have a story down the line someday.
That is brilliant. I mean, like, that was the thing that also like changed everything when I was listening to this interview. It changed everything for me when I was listening to this interview, to see how someone is being interviewed about a life situation that he is going through, and he's able to wrap up everything, identify an opportunity through that interview, connects himself to that opportunity, persuades himself about that opportunity, persuades the host about that opportunity. Now He says, I'll tell a new story someday about this new journey that I'm getting into. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Don't just watch this as a podcast. Watch this and leave with some knowledge on how to approach life and take advantage of opportunities, including his story. Let it inspire you to be different and do something amazing with your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, an interest you want them to have, and even to those who have trolled you, and hey, you've left acting, you've just
they call me failed actor. Yeah, sometimes I read some comments. Some people, but I don't think, what my expectations are not. I don't think, for me, I'll be honest with you. I have received more than I have given. Just being here means that there must have been something I was doing good, because there was one guy once.
He said, I have received more than I have given. I mean, there's nothing else you can say that is more humbling than that. Just being alive is a gift. As a Cameroonian, as an Anglophone, you might be looking at the circumstances within your nation, and instead of us focusing on what we can do to make things better, we are focusing on the worst. And this is just to say, look at life and what can you be grateful for? Because when you are grateful, doors open for you. Doors really do open for you when you are grateful. But when you complain and blame, life will get even more harder for you. Always be grateful for what you do have. He's grateful for life. Just the fact that you are alive in a country like Cameroon is a blessing. Or if you find yourself abroad, it is a blessing. And this is how you get into that frame of mind that creates that ecosystem for creativity, for growth, for development, and progress in life. Be grateful. Isn't this amazing? Let's keep watching.
I think that was 2020. Said Epule Jeffrey is dead. Fortunately, it didn't go around much. But what happened on that day, someday in July, was I lost pulse for about 2 hours, but I wasn't brain dead.
Okay. So, point of the journey, did you go, let me take acting classes, let me try to maybe go learn here how to act, or what was it, just you improving on every script you got?
Interestingly, nobody's ever asked me if I did take acting classes ever. Yeah. So I've not taken any formal training on acting per se. But when you start understanding scripts and you look at them like a piece of work or an art, with every script you take or read, you want to improve. So I am by nature somebody who's very meticulous. So what do is, with every project that I did, I'd cross-reference it with I always ask myself, what would I have done here to make this better? What would I have done to this scenario to make it much more realistic? So as the scripts kept on coming, and I'd always go back. I always find a way, like if we do a movie, one thing I ever did was I'd go back to the producer and make sure that I had to watch that movie. It's difficult watching yourself on the screen or whatever, but I make sure I watch it. As painful as it was, I'd see the errors, and then I
improve on them.
There was a point in my life where when I started, I wanted to, everybody was like, Jim Ike, this is the Cameroon Jim Ike and everything. So I fell into the
But the fascinating thing about this story, to wrap up this session, is coming to the understanding that he started his career as an actor and had never gone to school to study acting. There are many things in life that you can become extremely proficient and great at without necessarily going to school. And this is what I find a lot of people today making mistakes with. Like, you must go to school. You can attend a master class on any subject or any skill, or go through a training like what Arrey Bate is offering, And what we offer right here at CSDP towards the development of the nation, or towards the development of the nation, and you can become extremely successful just going through a master class, learning some skills, and becoming an expert. As you improve on your work continuously, you can become great. Now, there are things that you really need to go to school. Like if you want to become a medical doctor, you should go to school, right? If you want to become a medical doctor, you should go to school. I strongly encourage you to go to school if you want to become a medical doctor. But there are many other things in life, many, that you can take some classes and become great without necessarily going to school. And this is one of the best actors, if not the best actor that we had in Cameroon. And he had not gone to school to study acting. He studied law. While he was an MC at an event, someone talked about acting, and it's like, okay, it's a cool idea. Always be flexible in life. He studied law at the university, left, did not practice law, was an MC at an event. Someone heard him, spoke at that event and said, you'll be good as an actor, give it a shot. He's like, why not? Gave it a shot, built a career for himself. Right here on this interview, now he's getting into digital marketing. Water, be water. And I think it's a fascinating life lesson that we've all learned through this video. Now it is your turn. What life opportunities, what opportunities are you going to take advantage of in life and make yourself better and become productive and generate revenue and create impact and make a difference in your community? The mic is yours now. Epule Jeffrey's story is one of a kind. Now it is your turn. What are you going to do with your life and the opportunities that come your way every day in different forms? If you like this video and you want to watch another one, click right here.